What would be your top encouragement? And then also, conversely, your top caution to business pros who are listening to this. They're trying to be excellent. They're trying to reach the mountaintop as they climb and scratch and claw. What's your top encouragement and your top caution?
All right. So top encouragement is keep going. Just keep going. And just surround yourself with people who believe in you. Spend time with them, and the people who pour words of encouragement into you. Surround yourself with people who challenge you and who are willing to tell you what you need to hear, not just what you want to hear, especially as it relates to your business.
Yeah.
But keep going. You're going to figure it out. Most people aren't successful because they give up too soon, right? So keep going is the top encouragement. It's not supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be easy. But most things that are fulfilling and worth doing are not. So, so that would be my top encouragement. My top caution would be focus your force by, I think oftentimes we have big ideas and we see a lot of opportunities and we try to run in too many directions at one time. And so I would say really get strategic and don't try to do too many different things simultaneously because you'll lose your force. And instead, the one thing, pick your one thing and give it everything you've got. And then pick the next thing and give it everything you've got. That would be my feedback on those.
Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm selfishly just thinking for me, audience, if y'all get something cool, I'm really just thinking for me at this point. But on the encouragement, I thought of the famous Winston Churchill commencement speech that he was asked to deliver to some kind of high school. And he literally, the entirety of the speech was never give up. And he would just say it in the Winston Churchill way and just continuing to repeat it. But what he was saying in so few words was so profound. And then, on the other hand, is something I think that is very helpful for me as an entrepreneur, but I'm sure everybody listens to it, is we have a finite amount of energy, a finite amount of talent, and a finite amount of time. And too many times oh, I should do this. And I should. And it's even what I talked about with you one time about my own calendar is overbooking yourself, trying to knock out too many things once, having that. It's like a basic vanilla, but it's your 1, 2, 3 sequential, methodical, knock this out, then knock this out, then knock this out. Maybe a good kind of putting some guardrails around us as business professionals who are trying to scratch that mountaintop, but might be putting too much on our plate at one time, perhaps.
Right. And really getting the most successful people, the great equalizer is time, as you said. We all have the same number of hours in a day, some number of days in a year. And so really understanding what activities, what priorities are going to get me the most results because I've got this finite amount of time. So just because we have this task list of all the things that need to happen, what are the top 1 or 2 things that are going to drive? Probably there's 1 or 2 things on that list are going to drive 80% of your results for the week. And so really getting focused on that, I think, is important because as achievers, we can go through and get really, like checking things off the list, and the more on the list, the better. And then if you sometimes you even go back and add something to the list, even after you did it, just so you can check it off. I don't know if anybody else has ever done that. But I think it's really important to realize it's not always the volume of things. But the priority in which we choose to do them, because it's human nature to put off sometimes the most challenging things, to procrastinate those. And those things are typically the ones that are going to really push us forward.